What's going on, guys? This is John Zakari, and for the past couple years, I've been making a video around this time explaining why consumers should consider buying a Wii U for the holidays. But right now, the Wii U doesn't have much going on. The system is seemingly on its last legs with only a couple major releases left in its life cycle. And its successor, the NX, is possibly coming out as soon as next year. So with all that considered, can I even recommend people buy this system for the holidays at all? Well, let's break it down. Now, before I get into anything, let me state that I really enjoy the Wii U. I bought the system on launch day and have loved it ever since. But the major concern here is that, is it worth it to jump on board so late in this console's life? As I've stated in the past, when you buy a Wii U, you're really investing in the Nintendo experience, as the console doesn't have much to offer outside of Nintendo's franchises. I'm not saying there aren't great games that aren't Nintendo's. Take Platinum's Bayonetta 2 for instance. Phenomenal title. It's just that these are few and far between. When it comes to game quality, Nintendo is king. In my opinion, they're the most committed to making great games that put gameplay first, and that's exactly what you're going to get with the Wii U's catalog. Out of the current gen systems, I'd argue that the Wii U's exclusives completely blow the Xbox Ones and PS4s out of the water. I'm not going to waste time going over everything, but there are several Wii U titles that I wouldn't say are just great, but are must-plays. Some get lots of love and praise, like Super Mario 3D World, which, as a huge Mario fan, I'd argue is one of the standouts in the Mario franchise. And others like Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze flew a bit more under the radar, but in my opinion are just as great. And while there aren't many, there's still some top-of-the-line games slated for release on Wii U in the future. Xenoblade Chronicles X comes out early next month, which really kicks off this upcoming push we're seeing for JRPGs on Nintendo platforms. And Star Fox, as well as the hands-down most anticipated Wii U title to date, Legend of Zelda, are both coming out next year. But while I can recommend most titles that have the Nintendo seal of approval, the quality and love fans have for Nintendo's games can actually be a bit of a negative for newcomers. You see, people tend to hang on to the Nintendo titles in their collection, and as a result, you may not be able to get much of a discount even on titles that are a couple years old. So one of the reasons I wanted to come out with this video today was because Black Friday and Cyber Monday are right around the corner, one of the best times of the year to buy a new console, especially for the holidays. For these events, Nintendo is pushing a Wii U bundle that comes with Super Smash Bros. U and Splatoon for $250 in the States. Now those are both solid titles, with Smash being the big game of last year, and Splatoon just releasing this past summer. But I was really hoping to see the bundle around the $200 mark, as at that price point I think it'd be a lot easier to get people excited about it. To compare, the competition are both going with bundles that come in around the $300 mark, and each come with a remastered game. Microsoft is bundling Xbox One with Gears of War Ultimate Edition, and Sony is bundling the PS4 with the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection. Now sure, these bundles are $50 more, and I'd argue that the Wii U bundle has a way better game selection, but again, I have to factor in that the Wii U has only about 1 year left in its life, where the competition easily has several. So I've got to say the Xbox One and the PS4 are probably better investments in the long run. But with the Wii U, there's many amazing games that you can play right now, while we're still kinda waiting for greatness with the other consoles. And I still haven't addressed the biggest problem with getting a Wii U this holiday, as it's not as much that the Wii U is no longer going to be supported, but that we'll be seeing the rise of its successor, the NX, soon after. If Nintendo's last couple consoles are anything to go off of, the NX may have backwards compatibility, allowing you to play Wii U games on the new console. This seems even more likely these days, as Nintendo just recently announced that they're going to start selling the Wii U gamepad separately in Japan. It's kind of odd to start selling a controller separately so late in the console's life, unless it's so gamers can buy this controller to play Wii U games on the NX in the future. Either way, backwards compatibility would make a Wii U pretty unnecessary for those who don't already own one. So yeah, I love the Wii U and think it has a great catalog of games, but I can't strongly recommend people run out and buy one this holiday. Sure, if you're just burning to get your hands on all of those stellar exclusives, go for it, you won't be disappointed. But for your average consumer, I'd say you're best off waiting to find out what's going on with the NX, as if it has backwards compatibility, you really don't need a Wii U, and if you've held off on getting a Wii U for this long, you can probably wait another year or so. Well, that's a wrap for this video. Let me know if you'd recommend the Wii U this holiday in the comments. And remember, no matter what video game purchases you decide to make this season, the most important thing is that you enjoy them. As always, I'm John Zakari, and thanks for watching.